Hello there. My name is James Donnelly, and I am your host of the Shadow Gallery. Sorry, I can't keep it up. Okay. Some of you are probably very recently watching me. You'll probably remember the shirt, everything like that. We're going to do a movie review today. We're going to do a movie review of the film Unknown with Liam Neeson, January Jones, Frank Langella, Aidan Quinn, Diane Kruger, Bruno Ganz. If any of you recognize the names beyond January Jones, you get a gold star. Because people like Diane Kruger and Aidan Quinn, Bruno Ganz, and Frank Langella, these are not big names. So, anyway, I'm not going to bore you with who wrote it, who directed it. I'm just going to talk about the movie. Okay? Be warned. If you have not seen this film and you would like to, I'm going to get pretty spoilerific in this review because I have a lot to say about it. And I've got 15 minutes to do it in. So, saw it on demand. I had a free on-demand movie to see this week. So I cashed it in, got this, and I really need to stop. Because the last on-demand movie that I got for free was fucking Green Hornet. And that sucked cock. Sorry, excuse my French, but it did. It's a horrible movie. And this one is not as bad, but it's not good. And I can see why this has been the most pirated film as far as like torrents are concerned of the year, because nobody really wanted to pay money to see this. Actually, I probably would have gone to see this in the theater, and if it wasn't free, I probably would have paid for it, or rented it from Netflix, whatever. But Jesus Christ, I mean, okay, if you've seen Taken, you're going to automatically assume, okay, well, this is Taken 2 Liam Boogaloo. It's going to be, just another, another adventure. Liam Neeson goes to a faraway land and gets into trouble, and he's got to put the hurt on people. This is definitely not Taken. Taken, while not being a great movie, is a good movie and very entertaining. This is a watchable movie, but just barely. It's not good. It's not a good film at all. My interest was held throughout almost the entire film until it fell apart on the weight of itself. It fell apart because I had certain expectations I had no advanced knowledge of where the film was even going. I don't even think I read a review of this film, but I knew it was about, okay, we've got Liam Neeson is Dr. Martin Harris, and he has his wife, Liz. They are flying to Berlin. He is a bio... I don't know if it's biotechnology or bio hyphen something, not biology, but just not biochemistry either. Maybe, I don't know. Who cares? It's immaterial. Not really to the plot of the film. It's just actually important to what exactly he does. His wife, they get there. They check, they try to check into the hotel. He's forgotten his briefcase at the airport, gets in a cab. Thing crashes on the cab. Cab goes in the river. He bangs his head against the side window. And cab driver, Diane Kruger, who, if you don't know her, she was in the film, also watchable but barely, Troy. She played Helen of Troy. She's quite beautiful, and she's actually a good actress. And she was in the two National Treasure films. She was kind of the love interest to Nicolas Cage in those. I haven't seen the second one, but the first one was a huge piece of shit. But anyway, so she has a habit of being in pretty bad movies, so she needs to break that. But anyway, so he is in a coma for 4 days. He wakes up. He's worried about his wife. He's worried that she doesn't know where he is. But she hasn't asked about him. Doesn't know where. Whatever. He goes to see her at the conference, at this bio whatever conference, and she doesn't know who he is. And this other guy walks over, played by Aidan Quinn, and has this name tag, Dr. Martin Harris. And she's like, well, this is my husband. So he's thinking maybe he's losing his mind, that maybe he read about this guy, and, because there's a doctor who gives some exposition as to, the kind of trauma that he's gone through could have had serious effects on, the way that his brain works, so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. He finds Diane Kruger to kind of thank him for for saving his life, but he also wants her help as to, finding out what happened to him. He ends up in the hospital again after he passes out. This kindly nurse, gives him an address and phone number of this guy, played by Bruno Ganz, who is basically he's an old Stasi, basically East German secret police. He's ex-Stasi. And of course, it's at this point in time that Liam Neeson is being chased. Somebody's trying to kill him, and we don't know why. What the hell's going on? Why does somebody seem to have stolen his identity? Bruno Ganz tries to fill in the blanks. Frank Langella plays Martin's old friend, this guy that he's known for years. Basically, this is a non-entertaining version, hybrid, of both the Bourne Identity, because there's this, of the Bourne Identity and The Long Kiss Goodnight. Now, some people might argue, if you've seen The Long Kiss Goodnight, most people know what The Bourne Identity is about. Long Kiss Goodnight, film written by Shane Black, one of my favorite screenwriters, and directed by Rennie Harlan, one of my least favorite directors. Although he's made some good movies, made Die Hard 2, he made Long Kiss Goodnight, made Deep Blue Sea, made Cliffhanger. Those are all very, pretty entertaining movies. But it's about, Gina Davis, basically, she has amnesia of her past. She doesn't remember a whole lot, but she's been living, she's a mom, and she, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Somebody finds her one day and basically tells her, okay, well, you used to be a spy. You basically used to be an assassin for the U.S. government. And basically the exact same fucking thing happened. This is where it's going to get spoilerish here. The exact same thing happens in this movie. Because of a trauma that Gina Davis's character, her spy assassin character, suffered in that film, and she lost her memory. And then in this film, Liam Neeson is part of, I think, section or sector or whatever 15. This assassination team, assassination squad that never fails. That's what Bruno Ganz finds out, and Frank Langella is the head of this organization, or one of them. I don't know. And that the reason that because apparently Neeson's character has flashbacks of his life with his wife, January Jones, who's boring as all hell, as per usual. You know, basically all apparently they ever did was have sex, because there's a lot of sex in these flashbacks. Unfortunately, it's not like good R-rated sex. It's that bland PG-13 sex, where there's nothing shown. I don't like that. Never have. You know, if you're gonna have something that hot and heavy going on, let's at least see some skin. So whatever. Anyway, so the reason that he only sees that is because they're not really married. She was his partner. He's an assassin. She was his partner assassin. And they're there to kill these people. It doesn't even matter who they're trying to kill or why, because frankly, I didn't even understand it. And Aidan Quinn was the backup for this mission. Why they needed a backup player, I don't know. Did they know that this accident was going to happen? Did they know that both of them needed to know something? Because basically what happens is that, you know, when Neeson bumps his noggin, Neeson's noggin, he forgets that he was an assassin and basically buys into his own cover identity of Dr. Martin Harris. Because he is a doctor to get close to this other biochemist, whatever, so he can steal all of his secrets and then kill him, but make it look like it's actually an assassination attempt on somebody else. See, I mean, even listening to this, you must be confused as hell. And that's how this film is. It's confusing as all fucking hell. And then, of course, you know, there's the big mano-a-mano fight between Aidan Quinn and Neeson at the end, where, of course, Neeson, you know, remembers his training, and then there's the whole, you know, hand-to-hand combat sequence, and, you know, which, you know, basically Liam is still, you know, he's proving, yeah, you know, I may be in my 50s, but I can still kick ass with the best of them, and he can. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I like the fact that Liam Neeson is kind of re-emerging as this this kind of action film star. But what's bad about this film, not only is the plot almost a complete ripoff of The Long Kiss Goodnight, it's nowhere near as entertaining, but it's the waste of good people. Like I said, I like Diane Kruger, and I don't like the way that things turn out. The ending of this film is so awful. And I'm not saying that, you know, like what happens is, you know, like it's disturbing or anything like that. It's just so stupid. I mean, it's like, okay, I met this guy, you know, a week ago for the first time. I was pulling him out of my fucking cab, and now I'm like ready to go off with him, even though I've just watched him, even though I know he's an assassin, a former assassin, and he's killed a man in front of my eyes, no less, when he didn't need to. He just did it. So this would not be a guy that I'd be sneaking away for a quiet vacation, even if I was, you know, Bosnian and, you know, my whole family had been killed and I was I was so inured to this violent culture, whatever. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. It's a stupid ending. You know, the premise itself is just, you know, kind of ridiculous. I mean, you can almost kind of sense that in The Long Kiss Goodnight, Shane Black was at least kind of playing it for laughs. But in this, it's straight up serious the whole way through. There aren't too many laughs in this film. January Jones has the most hilarious death I think I've ever seen. Well, not ever, but I mean, it has the most hilarious death of anybody that I've seen on screen this year, certainly. I mean, it just cracked me up. I just watched it. And I'm like, why would she do this? Why would she go back up to the fucking apartment or the fucking room and try and disarm explosive, and then it just blows up her face? It's awesome. I love Aidan Quinn as an actor, and he has nothing to do in this role. I mean, it's insulting. If I was him, I'd be, you know, asking for a lot more money. I would have blackmailed them. Whatever, I don't know, but it's, you know, but it's a job. The guy's gotta make money. So anyway, that's it for my review of The Unknown. If you want to see it, go right ahead, but really, don't waste your time or your money. Okay? That's me, James Donnelly, The Shadow Gallery, gone.